Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel Commerce Tutorial. So today I will discuss the remaining part, rather the second part of my previous video, in which video I gave you a brief description or introduction regarding cash flow statement. So in my previous video I told you what cash flow statement is, and it consists of three activities: uh, the cash flow from operating activities, cash flow from investing activities, and cash flow from financing activities, and some bit little introduction about it. So in my today's video, now I'm going to talk about thorough discussion from each of these activities. Like I will discuss you regarding the components comes under operating activities, likewise in investing activities and financing activities. So at first, what is operating activities? Operating activities means the activities from which company's day to day operations are goes on. Okay, so in order to calculate cash flow from operating activities, we have to done or we have to do some basic adjustments or calculation. What are those calculations? At first we have to calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary item. So what is net profit before tax and extraordinary item? So from exam point of view, we have to we are given opening balance and closing balances of profit and loss account. So we have to take difference of that two balances. That means we have to deduct opening balance of PL from closing balance of profit and statement of profit and loss. Both of this figure were given in the question. So after taking the difference of these two figures, we have to add few things in order to calculate our net profit as per statement of profit and loss. In order to taking the difference between net profit after uh, net profit on closing at the end, at the beginning, we have to add some other things in order to compute cash flow from operating activities, or rather net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So at first our main motto is to calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary item. For that purpose, we have to adjust such differences of statement of profit and loss with some items. So what are those items? First one is proposed dividend. So what is proposed dividend? Proposed dividend is nothing but the amount or the rate of dividend which a company decides to pay or to provide to their shareholders in return of their investment. So that is proposed dividend. That is also given in the problem. The next one is interim dividend. What is interim dividend? Interim dividend means if in any accounting year company's profit or company's return was good or company's financial strength was good, then company along with its board of directors and in can decide to provide their shareholder an extra amount of return in form of dividend during the financial year. That means basically dividend is given to shareholder at the end of a financial period, but when dividend is given to them during the year, or after 3 or 4 months of the beginning of financial year, or during the year, so that type of dividend will call interim dividend. So that interim dividend will also be added with such differences of net opening balance and closing balance of net profit. After that, any reserve, any extra reserve, any amount which is required to transfer to reserve, or any differences between reserve, that should be added back. After that, any provision for tax, if any provision for tax is made during the year, that will be also added. Okay, so I will show you the details calculation regarding proposed dividend and provision for tax in my next video. So just you just take a basic idea. Proposed provision for tax means the amount of tax which a company have to decide to provide the tax authority. Okay, so this is the provision for tax. The next one is these are the items which need to be added back, and there are some other items which needs to be deducted. What are those items? One is refund of tax, and so these are the items by adjusting which we can get net profit before tax and extraordinary items. After doing this, we have to do some lot of things, like we have to added back depreciation, we added back any preliminary expenses like discount on issue of shares or debentures written off, this kind of expenses, interest on borrowings, okay, and loss on sale of fixed assets. These are the things which we have to um, add. And similarly some other things which we have to deduct. What are those? Like profit on sale of fixed assets, any kind of interest income, any kind of dividend income. So these are the things which we need to less or deduct. So after doing this, we can get operating profit or cash flow from operation before changes in working capital. So in my previous video I told you what is working capital. So now it's time to adjust our working capital. Just we need to take the differences of our current assets and current liabilities at the opening, at the end. So I again told you that, I will show you the details calculation of this in my next video. So after adjusting our working capital, we can get cash flow from operation, gross cash flow from operation. But in every financial year we have to pay some certain amount of tax. Okay, so that amount of tax again need to be deducted from such cash flow from operating activities. So after deducting such amount of tax which company needs to be paid to the tax authority will be deducted. So after deducting such amount of tax from gross cash flow from operation, we will get net cash flow from operating activities. So I just discuss you these things verbally, but I will show you in practical way. So this is all for today. In my next video, I will discuss the latter components thoroughly. So no need to worry about that. So for that time, keep watching my video, and if it is helpful